All right, hey everyone. Hope we're all doing good. Got some more math and kind of hurriedly putting my setup together. So let me. Okay. This is okay. Sure, why not? Okay. Let's check the mail. Okay, so this person, they're given this equation and they're told to find where the tangent is equal to -1, the slope of the tangent. And so they tried implicit differentiation, but they get something you can't really solve for -1. And then they notice that this equation is actually another form of y equals 1 over x times minus 2 over x. And I responded to them that, or actually once I got to this point with y equals 1 over x and y equals minus 2 over x, they got stuck. And they're asking why we're allowed to do this. And so I'm just going back through the problem and trying to remember the reason why. Basically, you treat it like it's a quadratic because you have x squared y squared plus xy equals 2. So you subtract the 2 to the other side. You factor it as xy plus 2 times xy minus 1. You set the derivatives.
Always remember.
Druha, you got it?
You ain't first, you're last.
Set what they got up here. You're a loyal follower. Equal to -1. I mean, I care more about morals than loyalty, I think, but you know, that's something too, I guess. Sorry, I'm trying to go about math and talk at the same time, and it's not working out. You're loyal and you have some morals. There we go, Spetri. Should I say this? Okay. Starting from our initial equation, x squared y squared plus xy equals 2. We subtract 2 from each side and get x squared y squared plus xy minus 2 equals 0. Then we factored and got xy plus 2, xy minus 1 equals 0. What's the most criminal thing you did except murder? Like the most legal thing that I've done? Probably speed? I've had some like close calls with red lights where they could go like either way for whether I actually made it. Actually, no, I've probably straight up run a red light if I'm being honest, but I haven't done anything that crazy though. Hey, Jed. And you know, you did say except murder, so you know, that does eliminate a lot of things. We know that this equation is valid for any xy plus 2 equals 0. I was on speed, exactly. Makes no difference if we take the derivative from this point or from the initial equation. Oh, yes. Thanks. DPI to 800 sensitivity to 1. I'll do that after the stream. Do you want to see my lamp? Sure. I started a bit late today because I was getting my Counter-Strike set up because I'm going to try some surfing tomorrow. Your best 3 renders are right there. Are you supposed to like put them into like random situations like that? I was a little confused when you showed me. Okay. Top one you just made? Okay. That's your setup. Nice. You got the ultra wide monitor. Looks like. Yeah. Oh, really? It's just the, oh, it's stretched. Okay. Oh, okay. That's not too bad then. Yeah, for tomorrow's stream, we're going to start off with some Counter-Strike surfing, so that'll be fun to watch me fail, hopefully. I was trying it a little bit just before the stream, and I could get to like the second ramp, but not the third with the map that I was on, so we'll see how I do. Any information, all we've done is get it in an easier format to work with. The math knowledge calculate the optimal approach and exit strafing speeds, then just do that. That's the trick, isn't it, I guess? I was trying to figure that out a little bit. Like, I was trying to figure out if it's better to hit like the top of the ramp so you can gain more speed, or if you lose too much speed by trying to hit the tops of ramps, or I don't know. I'll figure it out, but probably not. Yeah, so I currently have a blanket on my lap right now, and this is a blanket that I'll put over my shoulders if I'm really cold. I barely had to use it yet, though. Today, the high is like 70 or something. And next week I see we're gonna get rain, which I'm excited for, but I can't believe you guys still have 80 degrees. Like, it's November. It should be cold. And I'm only even wearing the sweatshirt because I need something to hold up my mic. Oh yeah, but we use freedom degrees here. That's what the F stands for. Okay, so what was I saying to this person? From Saturday, whenever 2 days ago, yeah. Bring up the big editor. Yeah, you're training me well, Jed. To actually like make sure the stream can see what I'm typing to, you know, God, like you guys need to see. Trying, yeah. I think it's actually good to post. Math tutor for the blind. I actually have tutored a deaf student, and honestly, the challenge of trying to like communicate with them made it really fun for me. Like having to think of new ways to like explain things. Tutoring a blind person will be very hard though. I don't know how I do that. I think I'm gonna post this. Okay, let's go back and let's look for new questions now. All right, it's been a little bit slow, so I'll just go ahead and solve this one for the person, or at least I'll do it most of the way. It seems like they're just trying to remember math that they've already learned rather than specifically about homework. Inside the parentheses first. It is. I just copied this so we can still see the question as I'm typing this out. I'll fix that. So I'm planning to like delete this before I actually post. Exponents. So let's just instead write it as, was as since squaring something means to multiply by itself. Now we have deal with any multiplication and division. Make the post shorter. I feel like it's gonna get that comes at the risk of confusing this person though, so I'd rather write it out the long way, I think. They're okay. As far as I see. Because the expressions with the parentheses are on the 3 root 5, so I'm just like keeping them, but I think they're okay. I think they're consistent. Still keep the cross though. So yeah, I wouldn't normally write it quite like that, but I want to use this person's format back at them. No division. Let's look at multiplication. You don't have to. Is it inconsistent? Oh, there's no cross on that one, I guess. Yeah. I know, that's how they wrote it, I guess. I can just insert it. I'd rather take them all out, to be honest, but I'll leave them all in. For simplicity, so we have to multiply things like this. I want to say FOIL, math FOIL technique. I don't want to explain it, I don't think. But FOIL is how I learned it. Three root 5 times 3 root 5 is 9 times 5 is 45. Three root 5 times root 2 is 3 root 10. Root 2 times root 2 is 2. Now we have that. Oh shoot, I guess if I'm being consistent with the way the person wrote it, I'm doing that. With all this. One more multiplication to do. Let's distribute that inside to each term in the parentheses. $47 times 3. 120 plus 21 is 141. I shouldn't mess around with mental math too much, so I guess I don't want to tell this person the wrong thing. 141. Ah! Duh. I literally just said it wrong. Root 5. Plus 9 root 50, and then I'll simplify the root 50 in the next step. it to 5 root 2 and get this, so the 9 becomes 45 plus 2. Oop. Root 2. As simple as we can make the problem without plugging it into a calculator. Each number having a different square root attached to it means we can't add them together in any more meaningful way. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this. It's already a pretty long response, but it basically explains PEMDAS without getting too much in the weeds of doing certain things like FOIL or distribution, which is also just FOIL in a different situation. Make sure my link works. Okay, good. I haven't had an answer, so I just skipped right over it. No comments on this one. Let's see. Physics and coffee makers. So now they have my interest. You have way too many unknowns here, don't you? Is that s times root x, or is that the s root of x? Either way, you have way too many unknowns still, I think. So let's move on. Let's try math homework help, and if nothing here, then we'll go to the Discord. Ooh. You have to integrate that? Oh, this, you do a U sub though. They get a decimal. I assume they use a calculator or something that they're not supposed to. Well, let's work this one out. Image could be a lot better. Okay. We want to integrate parentheses 60x squared minus 80x times 4 to the 4x cubed minus 8x squared. This one looks really scary at first, but If we just do a u sub, we get something that cleans up pretty nice. So let's do u equals the exponent. Du is then 12x squared minus 16x dx. And we have x squared and x, and we have x squared and x, so we should get some kind of cancellation here. So we're going to divide by this. From the top, though, I'm going to factor out 20. It's our common factor. So we get 3x squared. Actually, we want it to match, don't we? So let's not necessarily factor out 20. Let's factor out 5, because 60 divided by 5 is 12. 80 divided by 5 is 16. So then we get 12x squared minus 16x on top from that over 12x squared minus 16x times 4 to the u du. So then we get a cancellation. We can bring the 5 out front. So 4 to the u du. That integrates. Is it what they did with 4 to the u over log 4? Let me look that up. Common integrals. Sorry, I know that my browser window's messed up. I'm just gonna look at it quickly, then I'll put it back to normal. That's for deriving. Okay, so when you integrate, it should just be divided by ln 4. Let me just be absolutely certain, though. Yeah. You divide by ln of the base. And now the person says log, but that log might also mean ln. So 4 to the u integrates to 4 to the u over ln 4. Bam. Now we want to unsub. So we get 5 times 4 to the 4x cubed minus 8x squared over ln of 4 plus c. And that's our g of x. So we're given g of 0 equals 9. So g of 0 equals 9 equals 5 over ln 4. 4 to the 0 is just 1 plus c. So c is equal to 9 minus 5 over ln 4. So our final answer is g of x is equal to 5 over ln 4 times 4 to the 4x cubed minus 8x squared plus 9 minus 5 over ln 4. I have a prettiest solution, but it works. What did this person have? They factored it in an odd way, which makes you think this is a Wolfram answer or something. Is that equal? They brought a 4x squared outside and ended up with x minus 2. Okay, so that exponent is equivalent. Oh shoot, part of my work was covered up. I'm sorry. I don't know how I can mess it up so many times and still forget about it. Either way, let's just get a response to this person. Oh, let me actually plug in the constant and see if it's the same. Nine minus 5 over ln 5.39. Okay, yeah, so I gotta get a different constant. Gotta run? Alright, Jed. Hope the kid transportation goes well. See you around. Often, these problems also want the exact result. So it'll include a log rather than the decimal value. Okay. Let's do this one, only one comment. That has an answer though. All right, we'll try the math Discord. Bit too general. Oh, we got French. This looks like a physics problem. A potential difference? Yeah, I'm okay. Okay, so this is the binomial expansion of square root function. So this is some weird formatting that's happening, but okay. So you can't have it less than -4, because you end up with a negative. I assume, what's the interval of convergence? Oh no, we don't have square root on this one. I assume that was a commonly used one. Wait, it is. It doesn't say the interval though. Just move on. It's gonna take me too long to figure this one out, I think. Are people gonna actually help, or are they just gonna make fun of the wording? Oh, this person, okay. Sorry if you can hear that siren. They don't know why it's 120. Okay, so this is Really? Well, let's set this up using proportions, because that feels weird to me that we get 120 for the... I mean, well, I guess it makes sense, but I'm just like, my mind keeps on wanting to do a third instead of a quarter. Which must not be right. So, when we have 30 miles per gallon, we spend 160 a month on gas. And now we have 40 over some unknown amount on gas, and now let's solve this for x. 30x, 4 times 16 is 64. Add 2 zeros, now divided by 30. That doesn't come out to be a clean number. Why doesn't that work? Maybe I set it up wrong. It's 30 over 40. So you need the, maybe, isn't this equivalent though? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. So 3 over 4 equals 160 over x. 3x equals 640. Well, that's the same thing, yeah. That's not a clean number. Why doesn't this work? This is literally a simple proportion problem and I can't figure it out. Three over 4 times 60 times 160. Like, I know that's what we must get to get 120. I just don't understand how we set up the problem to get that. I guess evidently I flipped this fraction. Doesn't make sense to me though. Like, I'm trying to think of, like... So not the directly proportional? Oh. That's my issue? Oh, it's inversely proportional. That's why you flip it. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you for saying that. So, now how do I explain that to this person is my next question. So the way that I would do this isn't a very good like math explanation. I just know that your cost should go down and that you should multiply by 3 over 4 because that'll make it go down rather than multiplying by 4 over 3, which is your only other option because 4 over 3 makes it go up. So that's how I would normally do a problem like this, but I don't really like explaining that to someone else because it's not really a good technique, I feel like. I mean, is that bad to explain it like that? Maybe just quickly Google like inversely proportional and see if there's a better way to say it. Yeah. Maybe I can do like an old over new. So we expect our cost to go down. We want to do $160 times our old lower efficiency, or our old lower MPG of 30, and then divide by the new higher one, 40. 60 times 30 over 40 equals 120. Nice check to make sure this is right is to see that 30 over 40 equals 3 over 4, and that multiplying by 3 over 4 will make the cost go down. If you multiplied by 4 over 3 instead, you make it go up. Okay, I hope that makes sense to this person. Like, this is this one that like I can do. I just would have a hard time. I just have a hard time explaining it. So I hope that at least kind of makes sense. Thank you, Zone Ranger, for it. That's a save. Thank you for letting me like think through it. Sometime what C is supposed to mean. Oh, let me look at the initial one. Okay. Transfer expense said it increased by 5 per month. That is pretty vague. Because how do you reach that increase of $5 per month? I would assume it's added evenly over every executive, but if it was one executive just bringing the average up, that changed your histogram quite dramatically. But for the sake of this question, I assume they mean each executive's expenses go up by 5 each, rather than one person going up by like, 5 times 60. So you get the same exact histogram, but shifted over to the right by 5, I guess. It's the safest one where each executive increases by 5. You'd get the same histogram that shifted. Well, I assume your bins are staying the same too. Or I assume your bins are changing. So, sorry, the opposite. I think this is what the question is asking. I'm not really... It's hard to be sure, though. No one else is responding, so I want to at least tell the person that it's not just them who's confused on that question. Interesting. This is... I'm not going to make the obvious comment here, but I think their drawing is right. We need the distance between the two ships, which is the same as taking the smaller right triangle and subtracting it from the length, like this like upper side of the smaller right triangle and subtracting it from the long side of the right triangle. And we can work that out because we know each of these heights is 200, because that's the height of the White House. And we know the angles across, so we could use tangent. Oh no, it got closed. Okay, they figured it out. Oh well. What was the people I responded to? It was this person and the person above him? No? Here we go. That's the exact question I was trying to answer. Or I was trying to like figure out how to explain. From a 30-mile MPG car to a 40 MPG car, we saw our costs go down by... And if we went the opposite way from a more efficient car to a less efficient one, we get 40 over 30 equals 4 over 3. multiplying by 4/3. This is kind of... If you were 4, will give us a smaller number, as we expect. Since the numerator is smaller than the denominator. It's first scan. Remember these problems. You could also say that cost is inversely proportional to MPG, if you've learned that term. Okay. Oh wait, I replied to this person. Oh, they haven't gotten back though. So Daisy and Ufaria. I have to keep an eye on. Hey, hoo-hoo. How's it going? Glad to have you here. I'm not sure what... I don't know, it's kind of hard to like jump into that one when people have already gone back and forth. I'm good too. There haven't been a ton of math questions today so far, but we're getting there. We also just had the time change over the weekend for daylight savings time, which kind of like messed with my sleep schedule, but it happens. Wait. Okay, they reopened their thing. Oh, okay. I guess that worked for him. I'm glad they didn't keep on asking, so I wasn't sure how else to explain it. Yeah, I feel like it's been so long since we've talked about who, but what kind of tea have you been drinking these days? What's happening here? This be a D or an alpha, or... I can't read that. Wait. I think this person tried to jack this thread. Maybe they posted it like... Oh, they posted at the same time. Let's just look at the person who initially... did their thing. Oh, interesting. So, for the first question, it's just a regular conversion to polar, but for the second question, you have to use a negative radius and make your angle compensate. And the way to make your angle, or the way to like basically reverse your angle, I think you do 2 pi minus whatever your angle is. No. Yes? I'm trying to visualize this. If you want, so if you're on the first half of the unit circle, you want to add pi. If you're on the second half of the unit circle, you want to subtract pi. I feel like there should be just one formula to do that. I can't remember it though. This person seems like using a calculator too, because they should get an exact value for theta. Because tangent. Tangent of root 3 in the third quadrant. I'm not getting it off the top of my head, but I do want to check their work. So let me go to Wolfram. Here. Square root. Let's get the magnitude first. 1 plus 3. Oh, just 2. Wait, yeah. Why don't they get 3.16? Which I don't know where that comes from. And then let's get the unit circle. Okay. So tangent is going to be 4 pi over 3 here to give us. Yeah, that's where tangent is equal to root 3 in the third quadrant. It says y over x. Okay. That's what I wanted to know. Did this person make their own thread? I should probably tell them to make their own thread. I'll respond first, and then I'll do that. Wait, did this person reopen it? No. Okay. See, I thought I saw the sunny person typing for a second, but I don't see them now, so let's keep on looking around and just keep an eye on this one. Did the other one? No, it was Superia. There's nothing new there. What was this person's question? I did see they made their own thread over there, so we can. Ooh, It must add to 1, so don't you just get a quadratic? Let's take a look at that one while we're waiting for Sunny. So the probability of beans is x. This is a weird setup for a probability problem, but sweet corn is 2x squared. And tomatoes is x times x plus 1. And you can see the probabilities. We know they all have to add to be 1, assuming these are all the possibilities available, and I don't see why we wouldn't assume that. So we just solve this for x like it's any old algebra problem. Oh. We have a 2x squared plus x squared is 3x squared. We have an x plus an x is 2x equals 1. Take the 1 to the other side. This must be factorial, right? In a stats class. 3x, x. I think we want a 1 and a 1. Yeah, we need a 1 and a 1. We want to do 3x times positive 1 minus an x. There we go. Equals 0. So x equals positive third or negative 1. We throw out negative 1 because that makes no sense in this context. Okay, so the answer is 1/3. 2x squared plus x plus 1 equals 1. And solve for x. See how they respond to that. Okay, still nothing for that one from Sunny. Minus 5 cosine 3x minus 3 over 4 pi. Okay. Give the coordinates of A the y-intercept. When we set x equal to 0. Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. The first x-intercept. Oh, someone else is responding, so let's just leave that as it is. Dar and Sunny haven't responded. Uferi hasn't responded. Okay. Nope. I don't want to do GCDs. Oh, I think there's a formula to convert directly to semi-perimeter from the area. This person might be suggesting that. Fully simplified slope-intercept form. Oh, Sunny responded. Let's look at this one first. Okay, they haven't gotten back. Why Wybri, thanks for the follow. want this person to say what they're stuck on. So let's ask them. And M, the slope, and B, the y-intercept. And let's just leave it at this for now, because I want... If they just pose a question with nothing about it, I get a little, like, leery that they're... trying to get someone to do their homework for them. Man, I'm gonna end up doing this problem for the person, but... Well. The x plus 1. End up with, x plus 2x plus x squared plus x equals 1. Combining like terms. And then combine like terms. Y-intercept. I don't see the Oof area one. I wonder if it got closed. Just from getting timed out. Which is all good, but to make sure I'm not ignoring someone. Okay, so we can look for others in the meantime. Lucas, Dara, Sunny. Ooh. So might be fun. What? There clearly is a question. Like, I know it's not a question mark, but... I'm supposed to find the volume. Let's see, Lucas got back. 4/3 x minus 6. Their y-intercept is wrong. I wonder where they got the minus 6 from, but let's look at the slope. They go, or you go, up 4/3. So 4/3. Except, the line hits the y-axis at -5. Should be y equals 4/3 x minus 5. There we go. I was giving the answer because they posted their attempt. That's all I wanted to see. See if they get back to me. Laura and Sunny haven't responded. Just going down the list one more time to make sure I'm not getting something. I don't think so, though. First, you know it. Hope you're doing good. And when g of x is positive, negative, increasing, or decreasing, then describe the end behavior. Okay, this person's on it. Oops. Alright, that person's good with that one. I don't think they're supposed to just leave it open like that, but I'm not their mom. Okay, so this person needs help with the algebra here. We can't combine the x's like that. You have different powers of x. They have to stay separate. But the x squared can add the x squared, and the x can add the x. Actually, I made a typo, didn't I? Oops. Let me edit this. It's supposed to be 2x squared. X squared plus x squared equals 3x squared, and x plus x equals 2x. So we end up with, hey drew up, 3x squared plus 2x equals 1. Message before last. Dropped off squared. It's fixed now. Okay. We subtract 1 from each side to get 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 equals 0. From here, we solve it like a Jura. Is there a better way to solve this actually? It'll be more intuitive for a stats student? I don't think so. So the safe way to use the quadratic formula this one can be tricky to factor. I mean, should I say quadratic form? I think quadratic form is also complicated. Formula. The way I'd factor it is to... You got banned from chess.com? Why was that? Should I explain this? Quadratic formula is probably the safe way. It's a bit complicated to type. You might want to Google it. Yeah, I've seen like the gray flag. I don't know about that, Spurscan. It's getting a little... There's a good reason. You're welcome to think whatever you want about what Russia is doing, but just keep it to yourself. Oh, really? I didn't even know that. I can show how to factor it too, but it's just also need to explain. Hey, Penn Center. Okay, does this person want to know how to factor, or do they want the Okay, this person is stats class, so I don't know like how in depth I should get. Was this taught a certain way in your class? Keep it simple, since it seems like you're in a stats class. This is an algebra problem. Or I was trying to keep it simple. Okay, let's see. I want to teach in a way that they can actually use, I guess. Oh, did Sunny... I guess they figured it out? Or it, oh, it just got closed because they didn't respond. Okay. I'm good, Penn Center. It's been a little bit slow for the math, but it happens. Jed actually did work on that triangle question, and he got to basically the same thing that you did, I think. So he did a little show and tell at the start of the stream to like explain how he did it. He drew it out in like GeoGebra and used as like a slightly different way of like doing the same thing, but I think he basically came to the same conclusion with using like the similar triangles. Although he had to go pick up his kid, so he's not here in chat right now. The other one? Oh yeah, Lucas. I mean, Lucas is fine. You tutor the guy who can't properly solve linear equations. Are you rude to him too? I don't know who that guy is. That if it's something I'm supposed to know, but I wouldn't want you as a tutor, dude. I'm being honest. Where's the order of integration of this? Okay, then why is it the one I'm trying to help? You just write quadratic bro and then delete it. That might discourage that person from wanting to talk. You have to do two separate integrals for this, don't you? Or you multiple? A tricky one. From x squared, you want to reverse the... Oh, wait. No, you can integrate from minus root x to plus root... Well, then how does the x plus 2 line come into the picture? Wait, I have to pay you to be polite? Oh, I see, because yeah, the person you're tutoring is paying you. I mean, I could also just ban you. There's that option too. I don't have to pay anything there. This is a tricky one. You are not my most loyal viewer. There's something new in my Discord. Let me go check it quick. Okay, just someone joined. Thanks to Raymed for joining it. Loyalty fight. I have many fans. And I'm sure it'll be a very fierce fight because I'm such a huge streamer. Okay, I kind of want to draw this because I'm... Actually, shoot, Dara responded. Let me see. No worries. To do. The short version is you factor it to 3x minus 1. I'm just going to give this person the answer. Equals 0. Separate it out to be 3x minus 1 equal 0 and x plus 1 equals 0. You get x equals 1/3 and -1. The -1 doesn't make sense. So you take 1/3. happy to explain how to get there, but if you want to come back. But the answer should be if you come back to it later. Okay, I normally I don't want to give away the answer like that, but the person is going to leave. They've obviously like tried to do this problem on their own, so I don't mind saying. What's up? First one was hammer. Okay. So it's tutor math supposed to teach you in programming in C#. Oh, okay. One second. I saw Lucas responded. Oh no, it's just a bot. So we have from -1 to 2, and from x squared to x plus 2, f of x, y, dy, dx, and we want to reverse the order of integration. So we get something like f of x, y, dx, dy, but we need to figure out our bounds because that's going to be a problem. So let's draw the bounds for the problem as it's given. Something like that. So basically the y's are going from the parabola up to the line, from the intersection point over here, -1, up to the other intersection point over here, which is 2. But we want to get this instead to be x in terms of y. So we're going to basically take the inverse of each of those functions and figure out a new way to express it. So when we take the inverse, things are going to get reflected, but we can get an equivalent area. And then when that gets reflected, it's the same thing, but shifted down. And so we have a bit of an issue here, where now, since we're doing x's first, our x goes from the parabola to the line, but we have two different equations for the parabola. Unless we did it as y squared, we could go from y minus 2, or from y squared to y minus 2, right? That feels like it should be allowed, maybe? And then x goes from... maybe not. Or y goes from -1 to 2. I don't think that this is right, but let's just... I'm going to try plugging into Wolfram Alpha. Yeah, I feel like you need to divide it up into 2, but that just feels like... I don't know. I guess you'd have to do it in 2 separate ones. Wait, okay, one second. Dara just responded. Let me... Put in his x, it won't add up to 100%. Really? I didn't check that. 1/3 plus 2/9. We get 5/9 from these first ones. So 1/3 times 4/3. 4/12 is 1/3. Oh shoot! What did I do wrong? Did I tell us? Oh no! How did I do this wrong? Well, I should have checked this, I guess. It was x plus 2x squared plus x plus 1, or plus x plus 1 equals 1. X does equal 1/3. Three over 9 plus 2/9 is 5/9. 1/3 plus 2 over 9 plus 1/3 times 1 plus 1/3. It should equal 1. It does. What am I doing wrong with this? 3 over 3, 4 over 3. Oh, it's 4 over 9. Okay. It does 1/3 plus 2 times 1/3 squared plus 1/3 is 1 plus 1/3 equals 1. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. I forgot to share my Discord. I was replying to this person first. Okay. Now let's go back to the integral one. Because I was thinking that we would need 2 double integrals. It just felt wrong to go from 1 to 2, I guess, for some reason. And honestly, I think this isn't the answer either. So I think we'd have to do, well, I guess it is the answer. I think you'd have to do, God, I need better markers. I'm going to order new markers in the next week or two. These are just getting ridiculous. Okay. So I guess you go from y equals x squared to x equals root y and x equals minus root y. And from y equals x plus 2 to x equal y minus 2. And these are still like the same things. They're not actually like, we're not actually switching the variables, so it's still the same parabola, just expressed differently. And so, and actually I need to draw this again. We're gonna deal first with the left side of the parabola, I guess, because that's where our negative x's are. And this, basically this minus root y corresponds to the left part of the parabola, so we need to split up into 2. So our x's, this is going are going to go from minus root y in the bottom up to the y minus 2 line, and the y's are going to go from 0 to 2, because 0 is the lowest value and 2 is the highest, I want to say. I'm going to want to plug it into Wolfram Alpha to verify, but it seems like it makes sense. The other integral the x's will go from the positive part of the parabola, root y, up to y minus 2, or out to y minus 2. Oh, wait. This is flipped. This one gets flipped, yeah. Wait, no, this is still wrong. You are right to buzz me, Juruha. What's the right answer then? If you want to save so bad. The x's just go between, I mean, no, oh, you need to cut it off in a different way. You need to cut it off along here, don't you? So, my God. So maybe since we're doing, for here, x's go from the negative parabola to the positive parabola. So do we just ignore the line entirely? Minus root y plus root y. Y's go from 0 to 1. And then over here, our x's go from the line out to the parabola. So y minus 2 to positive root y from 1 to 2. Feels much better. All right, Drew. Almost? I will actually call it a save, Druha, despite your incessant asking for it. When x equals 2. Oh, 4. Thank you, Zone. Wait, no, root 2. No, 4. Yeah, 4. And the one I just got by coincidence in the 0. Okay. Still in X mode for those limits. And just as yet another sanity check, let me quickly put this into Wolfram. The initial one was -1 to 2. X squared to x plus 2. Dy dx, and we get 1. 4.5, okay. And when we reverse it, we said from minus root y positive root y, and from 0 to 1 plus double integral 1 dx dy. That goes from y minus 2 up to positive root y. And that goes from 1 to 4. We should get 4.5. There we go. Okay, good. Thank you for the help. Make sure, did Dar hasn't responded. I don't think there's anyone else who was still... Was there? I don't think so. Let's respond to this person. What does this person have so far? They pretty much copied down the problem. We take dy out of the inner integral to make it clear. Like with parentheses, or how do you take it out? Or do you just like space it out? Having the plus and minus square root y makes things harder. Oh, that might be better, honestly. It is kind of annoying to have to look from one end of the integral to the other to figure out what bounds go with what. I guess that's less meaningful in the geometric definition of an integral, though, if they're like right next to each other. Drew, if you keep on trolling me in this, I'm actually gonna ban you. I'm sorry, but like, this thing that I care the most about, like, I don't want to have someone just like putting sassy things in there. Like, it just, it doesn't help. It depends on how I feel, I guess. Since we have make our first bounds in terms of x, we'll have one integral where the x's go from the negative parabola part to the positive, and another double one double integral that goes from negative, and another double integral where the x's go from the line to the positive part of the parabola. Dan! It's going pretty good, thank you. Hope you're doing good today. Okay. Zone Ranger's been saving me from making catastrophic mistakes, which is always welcome. Because you keep on trying to troll me, Drew, huh? Like, I just can't have it. I'm trying to actually help people, and you're just trying to mess with me when all I want to do is help people, like, but... It already, it's hard enough for me to figure out how to explain things without you messing with me. I'm getting this in a bigger window right now. Who did I just respond to, by the way? Hammer. Okay. You know, I agree. Zone Ranger for the win. Suppose a tangent line to the graph f of x equals root x passes through the point 12, 4. Find the slope m of each possible tangent line. Shouldn't there only be one? Unless you want to talk about a perpendicular line. It's not, that's a normal line, though, not a tangent line. I mean, I guess that would also count as a tangent line in this case. That feels weird. I want to look at this just to make sure that I'm not, like, missing something obvious. Oh, shoot. Who did I even click on? I just lost the one that I was looking at. This one? No. Is it that one? No. Is it that one? Yes. Okay. I found it. So y equals square root x. We have the point 12. That's not good. Oh, I'm glad I graphed it. So I was getting confused because 12,4 isn't on the graph. That's because there's two possible tangent lines that go through this point over here. One coming from over here and happening to hit that point, and one coming from over here happening to hit that point, I guess. Actually, can one come from the right side? I assume so. It's a little bit hard to see just like visually, but yeah, one of these lines has to pass through that point. And I remember I did one of these. And come from the left side only? I don't think so, because the parabola's eventually going to basically flatten out. They'll almost become 90 degrees. It won't truly flatten out, but I think it's... I mean, I guess the math should say if we actually go and work it out, but... the tangents are going to get steeper and steeper on the right side, so I think they're going to pass through it. I guess either way, we can tell if we get one solution or two, if we set it up right. Hammer person hasn't responded about the double integrals, so let's just, I guess, try and work this out. You might be right too, Drew, but I would think that we get two. Shouldn't I keep that? It seems like something that's important to keep. Let me screenshot my own stream. Give me 1 second. In case the person responds, I don't want to forget the work that I already did. All right, I'm taking away your save then, Druha. I won't do that. I'm not that much of a dick, but I just think it's funny to hold them hostage, I guess. Okay. So we have Mickey broke again? Yeah. f of x equals root x tangents through 12, 4. Okay. So I guess first let's derive it. F prime x is equal to 1/2 root x. And now I think we need to plug the, oh shoot, I need to remember the way that I did this. I literally had one like this just last week. We have, this is the slope. And slope is also equal to rise over run. In which case, the rise is root x, or y, our first y, minus y2, which is 4, over our run, which is x1, minus x2, which is 12. And I think we solved that for x. I think that's the way that I remember doing the problem like this when I had it the last time. This makes sense to me, at least. Multiplied by 2 root x, we get 2x minus 8 root x. You can factor this like it's quadratic, can't you? Bring everything over to the right side. Minus 8 root x plus 12. 6 and 2? Root x minus 6, root x minus 2. Okay? So x equals... This you don't have to do plus and minus. It's just 36 and 4. I don't think we need a plus and... Oh yeah, you definitely don't need a minus because it's not defined for negative x's anyway, the initial function. Okay. I can buy this. And so this is the point on the initial function where the tangents pass through the given points. What do we actually need? What's the goal? Find the slope m of each possible tangent line. Okay. And we already know the slope of the tangent in terms of x, so let's just plug these in. F prime of 36 is 1/12. F prime of 4 is 1/4. And those are our answers. Okay. I would have a much harder time with that problem if I hadn't just done one last week. Let's see. Discrimination bash. I have no idea what that even means. Hasn't been posted. Oh, that'll happen. tangent. You able to get that? Let's just start off with getting the derivative, because the next part is going to be hard to explain. I shouldn't reply to that one, because that might get a bit confusing, but... He's typing. They're typing, I should say. Okay, so let's see what this person gets. Well, that's kind of a mean question to give someone who only just started this, but it is what it is. You haven't experienced the sheer dread of being unneeded. You saw. I feel like I experience that every day. Hamer is a double integral person. They must have left. Oh well. Is anyone else? I think Dara's thing closed. And everyone else is closed. This is the only one that I have to focus on right now. Over 2 square root x. The slope of a line passing through 12,4 is y minus 12 over x minus 4. In this situation, we know y equals square root x, so we can say it's square root x minus 12 over x minus 4, and set it equal to the derivative we got, 1 over 2 square root x. Third part of the question to understand. Oh, Hammer did reply. Let's see. Able to get a matching answer 2. Okay. Oh gosh, what was the other person's name? Griffin. Please do. I think once we wrap up with this, I might switch over to games. It might take a while to get through this problem with Griffin, though. Spetchy, are you still here? If not, no worries. I was thinking if you are here, I might play this war of mine. If not, I'll probably do Factorio or something, though. I guess I can check the viewer list, too. I don't see Spetchy. Oh, well. See, I'll probably do Factorio or something after this, but let me see if... I guess while Griffin is working on this, we should probably look at others. I just don't want to get too bogged down with another long one. This looks complicated. Game Backpack Battles? I'd never heard of it, no. I don't know how to read this. Isn't it just a set of like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3? You're asking about the complement? If you remove all the matching points. Ooh. Would you need every combination of the numbers 1 through 100? And then you subtract out the 100 pairs of matching points, I guess? I don't know how to do that first part. Maybe is it 2 to the 100, or is it 100 to the 2? I don't know. I shouldn't do this because I'm not... They played at some point. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, this person has a whiteboard too. You want to see that one works? Griffin is typing back. I'll put the link to the image. So you can see it for yourself too. But if Griffin is typing back, I want to respond to him. It doesn't make an interesting question. I just want to feel confident replying to it. Oh, that's true. Yeah. This person's on it. I don't know what the answer is. It's something minus 100, but I don't know how you get every possible combination of 1 through 100. Is it 2 to the 100? $100 times 100. Oh, that makes more sense. Because you have 2 slots and 100 options in each, and repeats are allowed. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what this, like, this part here has confused me, but I assume that that's unrelated. So let's just start with answering their actual like concrete question here. Trying to think if there's an equivalent way. Oh yeah, and it's equal to 100 times 99. Which is a different way of thinking about it, because in the first slot you can have 100 choices, then the next slot you have 99 choices, because you can't do a repeat there. I'm just repeating their own notation back at them. But I assume that means not equal to. If it was me, I probably would have done like equal/equal, or maybe like exclamation point equal sign, like it's coding. Yeah, I just wanted to use whatever they were using back at them, but that's not the way that I would normally do it. All right, let's keep looking. So once I can't talk. Once things are wrapped up with Griffin, that's kind of what I want to call things, but I don't want to leave before that. So some quick ones that we can find. Oh, you could definitely get some check. So there's a better way to do it. Excuse me. Oh wait, Tim got back to me. Oh, never mind. Where was I? So like if you plugged in -2 to the first one in 3, you get 3 is less than or equal to 4, which is true, but then you try with the next one. That seems kind of tedious. -2 is less than or equal to -8, which is wrong, so you move on to the next one, right? And working from this one, you get 3 is greater than -8, which is true. You get -2 is greater than -16, which is also true. I see the South Park character. I haven't watched that much South Park. -1 is greater than -2, which is true. 5 is greater than whatever that is. It's not. Wait, 5 is greater than. Wait, yes, it is. 6 minus 4 is 2. So B. I want to sort of there's a better way to do it than just plugging it in. That feels so lame. What do they do here? Wait, why do we get different things? Oh shoot, I gave the person the wrong setup. Or x minus 4 over x minus 12. Now I'm saying it right. Did I actually mess it up when I initially... I did. Yeah. Oops. Oh wait, there's more activity in Tim. That person might be working on it again. There's other people who are jumping in on this. Just fine. Fair enough. I get x minus 8 square root x. It's 12 equals 0. Hopefully you get the same. Their markers are so much darker than mine, dude. I actually just need to go and buy some. I still want to buy more Expo markers because it feels like they don't... Like, when I initially bought the pack, one of them was just already dead before I ever even used it. Oh, okay. I just want to see what the notification I had was. Yeah, there's so many people who are just like jumping in on this one. The person never even replied. Well, these people can all handle it then. Okay, cool. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I misread what this person said. I thought they asked what they plug into the derivative equation. Not, is that what they plug in? I guess so, Jurha. That's what I get to. Okay. Alright, that person's saying the other way, that we do 100 times 99. Okay. Seems like Griffin is squared away. I don't think there's anything else. Wait, I remember helping Daisy before. I don't think... Okay, that's a separate question, and they're already fine. Now, Twitch apparently... I don't know how well it works, but Twitch apparently has detection from people who make, like, alt accounts. Oh, gosh. Oh, I've been doing math for 2 hours and 40 minutes. I don't want to leave the person hanging, though. All right, we'll go a bit longer. I assume from the, I don't know, like the email address or the IP you're making it from, it's probably not perfect. So if you already have a VPN, that'll probably go a long way to hiding it. All right, let's help them out. So yeah, I don't know if that's like how they tell, but these different IPs that probably help. This person, like, they do seem very motivated to, like, learn and do it for themselves, which is why I'm still gonna help them out and not just switch over. If they were just trying to, like, get me to do everything, then I'd say that I have to go. Okay, these look a lot shorter. But, well, this one's gonna be a little obnoxious. These are both gonna be obnoxious, actually. They're simpler in concept, just harder to execute. Let's see, can we do any manipulations to make this easier? I don't think so. Okay. Gosh. I guess let's start with the first one. Yeah, I mean, the differentiation is pretty like algorithmic. We have whereas integration requires a lot more like technique. We okay, so we have e to the p times p plus p square root p. So when we product rule, we have e to the p prime times that plus e to the p times that prime. Oh, good, yeah. But above is the product rule with f of x equal e to the p and g of x equal p plus p square root. Okay, good. Okay, cool. So e to the p prime equals e to the p. But p plus p square root p prime oops. The e just stays the same. Back with e, so you have a right. Demonstrating inverse trigonometric functions by definition. That sounds a little hard. No, that's perfect. It'll only change if the exponent is different. But we're good here. Yeah. I don't know why they use p instead, but we're treating it like x for this problem, it seems. I mean, it kind of mean if p was just a constant, but there's no way it is. We also have to do p plus p square root p, so pp prime. The first p derives to just be 1. Well, actually, let's see what this person is typing, I guess. Yeah. So we can split it up with the plus sign to make it p prime plus p square root p prime. You could also factor it too. Oh shoot. F of x plus g of x prime is equal to f prime of x plus g prime of x. Basically, if there's a plus inside, you can derive each individually. What's up, Trip? No worries. Dx by d of x? I don't know what that means. Is that like an inverse derivative? Do you integrate it? So the first p prime derives to 1, since x prime equals 1. Then we have p square root p, which is going to be another product rule. Or I just realized we could rewrite it exponent rules. And I just realized, okay, so we could do another product rule with p square root p, but I just realized it's probably easier if we rewrite it as p square root p is equal to p to the 3 over 2, since the exponents add. And we can avoid the product rule. Does dx over d actually have like a definition? You need to think out of the box. I'm almost thinking of like 1 over the derivative. I feel like that shouldn't be right either though. Especially with that, you just get 1 still. The power rule for deriving e to the 3 over 2.
What you say? I can hear you thinking, man.
Oh, maybe it's... I guess maybe it's not. An infinitesimally small difference in x Let me see what they're typing. But over just the d is what confuses me. Because normally that would be whatever your function is. Which I guess would our function in this case be x? I'm always confused by the d. Yeah. At least for just that part of this derivative. We'll come back to our original well, we were originally figuring out. Oops. Gonna move to Penn Center? Yeah, no, go watch him. He's great. Enjoy. We know what the derivatives are now, so we can plug in. So we get e to the p times p plus p square root p plus e to the p times 1 plus 3 square root p over 2. I also want to enter this in case the person wants to say the same thing. I'm just gonna hit enter. Who cares? Is there simplifications? Awesome. That's the answer. Could try to simplify it a bit. Applying the product rule. Basically trying to keep track of everything. We could factor out an e to the p. Then I guess it doesn't make it that much simpler. So I thought we could combine the square root p's, but I just realized that we can't combine the square root p's, so. Homework website is called TBH. Because it seems like it's screenshotted from a website. It definitely is, so. When I first saw these questions, I thought they'd be a lot quicker, but we're here. I'm going to see this through. Is that Tim one still open? Yeah, it might be a different. Oh, it's a different question. What is this? That looks kind of delicious, but why do they post their food? Let's see. Okay, this is being a jerk. Oh wait, never mind. I don't love that they're being a jerk. They're wasting this person's time. I thought they're being more of a jerk, but they're just doing some kind of weird joke. But which I mean, I think it's still kind of a jerk thing to do to someone, but it could have been worse. Oh, we're waiting for that person. Let's look at my reply on Reddit. Wait, okay. Common integrals. Let me just make sure the whole log and ln thing that I have it right. It is ln. Okay. Yes, it is ln 4. I wasn't sure if you needed to change it, since some classes use log. Assume that log is base e as well. And that's as simple as you can make it. I would call that the answer. Let me just, you know, I'm also going to plug this into Wolfram just to be absolutely certain I'm giving this person good advice. Let me check out the Discord too. Ah! No! Dang it. Okay, let me plug their thing into Wolfram first, and then I'll... see. Alex, I don't think I did anything wrong. It's probably just a formatting thing. Oh, you little... Okay. E to the x, x plus x square root x. And just going to the Discord to see what we put as our final answer. Wolfram Alpha agrees, although it puts it in a weird format. I assume it's a formatting thing. Sorry about that. The second one. This one, we need to start by applying the quotient rule instead. Since we have a fraction. Do you want to try that? Do you want to try that? Or see how I do it? Okay, and then while we wait for this person to... Oh shoot, I'm sorry. I wasn't even showing my Discord. What kind of streamer am I? That's what I wrote back to this person. Oh, and then I was going to plug in the integral from the Reddit person, just make sure I'm not getting bad advice there. (60x² minus 80x). What the heck? Come on. There we go. Times 4 to the 4x cubed. 8. 4x. Oop. Cubed. Minus 8x². No. Oh! Can I give it the initial point too? Oh yeah, hey Zach. When Wolfram Alpha just highlights the entire thing as I'm about to type, that's one of the things that will really get me going about technology is when it tries to highlight the entire thing when I don't want it to. And then Griffin said they'll try to apply the quotient rule for that one, but they'll probably get stuck. So let's let them try it. Nope, 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 that's not right. Let's just do this one step at a time. Oh, it didn't. Oh, dang it. And another thing that gets me going is when Wolfram Alpha thinks it knows where I want to put my exponents better than I do. Okay. 5. Okay, they definitely just use Wolfram Alpha. That's the exact format that they put it in. When you plug in 0, the 4 just becomes 1. You get C equals 9 minus 5 over ln 4. C is Griffin. Okay, no. You have the person that I replied to on Reddit. Nobody more DMs. Oh, that's correct. Oh my God. Derived anything. Okay. Let's make sure, because the denominator for the quotient rule is the denominator squared. Yeah, that's part they were asking about. Just make sure there wasn't like some other thing. And you derive the numerator first. I always forget that when it comes to the quotient rule. So you're going to derive x squared e to the x first, which is going to be a product rule and a little bit annoying, but you know, it happens. It won't be that bad of a product rule. It'll just be trying to explain it and type this all out. That'll be the annoying part. I assume they're still working on it, so I'm not going to type back it yet. Get some water in the meantime. Fix my hair, you know? Make sure I have nothing new on Reddit. Nope. I guess we'll... Oh, there's a lot of threads open. Look at this. Oh, it's one of these. That's gonna take too long. I mean, it'd be fun to work on in the meantime, though. I'm gonna open up it in a browser. Like, that's... I don't know what that is yet. But what's their question? It wants me to add x and y. You're gonna have to add x and y. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I'm not sure if they're actually, no, I'm not sure if they're waiting for me or if they're still working on it. I assume they're working on it. I could also just ask. But let's open this up a bit bigger. I definitely can do this. It's just I don't know how much time I'm gonna spend doing math. The question was, do they want to add x and y? I'm not sure. Like, this is what I was thinking what they meant, which is... Actually, that's not right. 6,000 is the area, not the perimeter. Or do they mean for the final answer? The sum of the dimensions of the rectangular plot . Okay, actually, Griffin got back to me. It's good them. Did I do this, the thing the arrow is pointing to correctly? Close. I think the person derived each of them individually there. So I want to let them do this to the greatest extent possible, so that it's better for learning.
my.
Oh my. Hey, Jed. You're back? I am. This person, I helped them out with their first question, and they said they have 2 more that they wanted help with, and they seemed like a cool person, so I did. Or, you know, I said yes. And their questions are a little involved, so we're about halfway through their second question. So we did a product rule here on this one. So we're all squared away with this one, and then we're just working through this quotient rule one right here now. But yeah, I meant to switch over to like factorial or something like close to an hour ago. More like 45 minutes, I guess. Right now they're working on product ruling out this part of the problem. They didn't do this one quite right. And I'm debating about like how deep I want to get into helping out other people, because there is this person up here. I'll bring it up from the browser so it's bigger. I was thinking of this person's problem, trying to figure out. I think their final question was about what the actual answer is supposed to be, and I'm a little bit confused on that too. I don't think it'll be x. I think it's the entire width plus the height. I guess length. So x plus 4y. Do I want to verify their answer or just want to... Oh, let's... Griffin got back to me. And they factored out the e to the x. Perfect. Oh. You didn't grab that screen? Oh, did you want the optimization one? That's the image. I think they got to the answer because they also put this image along with there too, but I couldn't really understand it. I think their question, I mean, I can just show it again because yes. And the question they put is, I'm not sure if they want me to add x and y, and I think it's referring to the format they need the final answer in, which is a little confusing to me too. I don't know if their answer is right or not, or if their work is right. It seemed a little bit off from their Desmos graphs. Yes. Individually. I love that hype when they're when they get it right. That makes sense to me too. Let me check their work up here. Numerator first, that was the numerator. Minus the regular numerator times, yeah, okay. The thing is, if I do reply to this person, I'm afraid that I'm gonna get like bogged down in another super long question. So I'm debating if I do want to like work out their problem. Because their work in the Desmos didn't seem quite right. Or oh, maybe it does seem right. No, it doesn't. It wouldn't equal 6,000. Maybe that's just like they only care about the one that they put there. I don't quite know. Okay, so we want to optimize the perimeter in this problem. Let's just do it on the board. Ugh, fucking markers. So we have a equals x times 4y and perimeter equals 6,000 for the area. And the perimeter is what? 5x plus 4y? And we want to optimize the perimeter, so we take a substitution from here. Say we solve it for y. 6,000 divided by 4. It's definitely a number. I can tell you that much. 1250? No? Yes? No. 1,500 for x. So we plug that substitution into here. Times 4. I should know this. 44,000? Doesn't feel right. 60,000. Never mind. I was literally like, wait. 6D,000. 15,000. 6D,000. Was it? Wait, was it 6 or 6D? Dude, it is 6,000. Never mind. I'm just making up numbers. Thank you, Jed. I do see that Griffin replied, so let me go back to them. Let me look at that in a second. Wait, what's their question? So back into the big thing. Wait. Where do they get this stuff from? There should be what's up here. I think I may have just added another plus sign by accident. X plus e to the x, and this is, they've FOILed out the bottom, which is fine. That looks correct. You do plug it in, but I think you included an extra plus on the squared e to the x prime. In the second set of parentheses. Okay, so let me look at your approach, Jed. X over y equals 4 over 5. You don't necessarily know that that's the proportions of the rectangles, though, do you? You know that's the number of fence lines. I don't think that's the right proportion for the actual rectangles, though. And you want the optimal perimeter, and I don't see that involved. Unless I'm misreading you, but I don't think that approach works. The way that I usually do this problem is like how I have on the board. I don't think that yours works unless I'm misunderstanding it. Okay, I think that's okay. So you don't want to derive it and optimize it. Oh, and this marker's already dying. It's nice while it lasted. Equals 0. Subtract 5 to the other side. Let me do this in multiple steps because I'm gonna mess it up. Now we're gonna flip each side and do x squared equals 30, 1, 2, 3. Screw to that. I feel like that should be a perfect square. No way. Never mind. Maybe it is, but well, okay, we can 100 and 100. Is it 100 root 3? So if you square 100, you get 4 zeros. Let me make sure of that. I'm not on my A game right now. No worries. Kids are more important than math, Jed. 30,000? Did I do 300? I did do 300. Okay, 100 root 3. I did manage to do that much right. It's the optimal, like, height of the fence, I guess. Which means the optimal length for the individual y's we need to plug in for. Did Griffin get back to me? Oh, Griffin did, and I didn't explain it well. You put x squared in the numerator. You put x squared plus e to the x times x squared plus e to the x. Okay. I did explain it a bit weird. If x equals 100 root 3, then y equals 1500 over 100 root 3. 100 cancels the zeros. Rationalize that. We get 45. No. Multiply by 3 over root 3. We get 15 over 3 is 5. So I think the answer is 105 root 3? X plus 1. Oh, no. X plus 4y. Which is 120 root 3. All right. I'll take a risk and reply to this person. Hopefully we don't get bogged down in another like hour-long explanation. Interpretation is they want the final dimensions of the entire plot. Okay. Let's see how this person replies. It is 4y, right? Yeah. Do we get simplifications here? It seems really annoying to multiply out. You might. It's just too complicated to know. Let me plug it into Wolfram. What? Squared e to the x. Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Something's happening here. Okay, I'm gonna type this out into Wolfram. Because this person made, I don't think I communicated the error to them properly. X squared plus, oop, no, it's x squared. I was saying it should be x squared times e to the x. Not plus 2x e to the x. No, stupid Wolfram! Ugh. I know where I want my exponents to go. Stop trying to do whatever you want with them. Squared to the x. And I know I'm just showing my Discord right now. I don't know what's better to show. So I guess I should show my browser. X to the fourth plus 2e. Oh no, I need to put this in parentheses, otherwise Wolfram Alpha is going to think the exponent is going to go on the 2 as well. Ah, I didn't mean to hit enter. I'm sorry, I'm just raging at Wolfram right now because I'm tired, I guess. Okay. Wait, I messed up a parentheses. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Two x cubed e to the x. Two x e to the 2x. It's this part that's confusing me. Where did the x squared plus e to the x squared? Because you can't combine those into one. They're not. Oh shoot! I'm not showing my Discord. Ugh. It's this part that I'm confused about. I don't know where this came from, given we started from this. t of x squared. How did it just come up to the top though? One second. Let me take a screenshot of this person's image. E to the x times x squared e to the x is 2x e to the x. Which is different. Oh, okay, okay. As long as we get it figured out. What's this notification here? PNW, I'll read it later. Wolfram output does get a simpler representation, so I guess we do have some work to do here. The graph of this thing is kind of funky too. Look at that, it has a little dip. Very like, in a very like uneven function, I guess. Not even in terms of like even and odd functions, just like it kind of like randomly dips and randomly levels off. Hopefully this person sees it now. Reek didn't reply. Should I multiply this out? No, I already have the final answer from Wolfram. What I want to do is get them towards this alternate form, or something equivalent to it. I think I just work off their work there and not have to do it for myself though. Should get x to the fourth e to the x plus 2x cubed e to the x plus x squared e to the x. That's 2x e to the 2x. Oh my god. What a problem, man. What a problem. I do have a new reply on Reddit in the meantime. Let's go see what's up with this. It worked. Okay, cool. I think this person just used Wolfram Alpha. But, oh well. Something that I can really do about that. Oh, I'm at it. Let me look at what I guess it said in PNW. Oh, I guess that was included in the clip that someone posted. I'll look at it later, so I'm kind of curious to see. Okay. This person's still working on the multiplying. I don't know. What should I do in the meantime? There's not gonna be anything new on Reddit. I guess we can just look at some random threads. See what's happening. Just a quick one, we can go for it. Ooh. Not ooh. I take that ooh back. What are they asking about? This looks like a test. Maybe it's not. And the second derivative? I see that Griffin replied. I'm just focusing on this. Okay. It's the fourth e to the x. Welcome back. We're still here, Jed. Yeah, it's been a lot of just trying to communicate what the parts of the problem that we're talking about. So right now we're working the multiplication from this step to this step. It's the fourth e to the x. X squared e to the 2x. Wait, x squared e to the 2x. No. No. Wait, yes. Okay. 2x cubed e to the x. 2x e to the... Okay, good. This first part is right. Then we have minus 2x cubed e to the x minus x squared e to the 2x. Good. Cancel. Good. Okay. And that, it's as simple as you can make it as far as I can tell. You can factor out stuff for fun, but there's no real reason to. Okay. Make sure it agrees with Wolfram Alpha though. Okay. So make sure that I want to wait for this person to like confirm that it's right, but I'm pretty sure this is right. Oh, sorry for the Windows sound. That was me. This person must have left. I did reply to them like an hour and 15 minutes after they posted it, so I don't really blame them. Come on. I mean, it probably will take a while for this person to type in the the answer, so. I got 100 root 3 for x, 5 root 3 for y, so 120 root 3. So no, I did not get that yet. That's probably about right. Let me see what 120 root 3 is. $207.84, Jed. Glad to help. Yours is better? Okay. There we go. 25 root 3? I got 100 root 3. And is that y or 4y? Really? What did I do wrong? We start with 5x plus 4y for the perimeter. We derive it. Or sorry, we plug in 6,000 over x, or sorry, 1,500 over x for y. So we get 5x plus 6,000 over x. Then we derive it. We get 5 minus 6,000 over x squared equals 0. Subtract 5, multiply by -1. Flip. Oh my god. Right. I didn't. That should be 1/5. So it's 6,000 divided by 5. I did 6,000 times 5. That's 1,200. Square root of 1,200 is, you have a 10, a 2, a 20. 20 root 3, is that what you got too? 25 root 3? Did I still do something wrong? Oh, it's 120. So you get a new 0? No, it's not. It's not 120. It is 1,200. So they did another thing wrong, which is not out of the question. Finish that x, see what you get. Okay. What did I just say that was? 20. So you get a 10 and a 2. You have a root 3 still. Okay. Then y is 1,500 over 20 root 3. So 150 over 2 is 75. So 75 over root 3 is 75 over 3. 25 root 3. So I got yours but reversed. And we can verify with the area formula. 20 square root 3 times 4 times 25 root. Actually, well, no, we would have the same thing for the area formula. 6,000. 4x and 5y. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the other way. So you have 4y's and 5x's. So I think you messed up with doing the 4x and the 5y. You happen to get to the same result anyway, but I think this is better. So the final answer would be 20 plus 100 root 3, as you do 4 times y. So 120 root 3. Didn't I get 120 root 3 by coincidence? That's kind of funny. Okay. So, I mean, the person never did reply because my reply was very late compared to when they posted it. So I'm just going to leave it. Because I assume this is abandoned. 120 root 3, which is for the actual, the added, when you add together the dimensions of the thing, 207. Yeah, 84. Or x plus 4y is that. Okay. Oh. Well, this went much longer than I intended it, but total perimeter is, oh yeah, if you include the all the vertical bars.